Time for another stream. So, welcome to episode 82 of our Football Manager Hobo To Hero series. There will be a Stuttgart match later today, so we have approximately 3.5 hours. And I thought to myself, well, prior to that or afterwards. So I guess the real answer here is why not both? We'll see. Maybe I won't do a second stream this evening. That said, things are going well. We took the lead in the lead. We did not lose a match yet. In fact, we won everything, which is bound to end at some point. Maybe sooner rather than later. So we will be extra concentrated in our match against Johor DT. That's definitely not one of the smaller ones coming up. There's also a match against Harini afterwards, and as you can see, they are 4th in the league right now, so not to be trifled with either. Cushing, local derby. Great, at home. That should give us some money at least. In theory. In practice, we don't know yet. I did go through some of the dialogues, I think, so I don't have to do that on stream. That said, we will probably need to check it anyway. And I also had a look at this overview again. It's not perfect yet, I'm not sure. I will fiddle with it at some point. That said, one thing that's probably obvious here is our under-21s does not contain enough players. That's not to say I want to spam sign players for the under-21s, that doesn't make much sense. But if you compare this to the under-19s, that's better. So it seems like they more or less have a full squad at least, and some substitutes. Maybe we can get some cheap players for the under-21s too in the future, if we want to keep the level like this. Sorry. It's probably better to focus on the core squad though, so say, I don't know, 11 to 15 players max. Because all of the substitutes will not be entirely sharp. And if we want them to develop, I guess it is needed that they are sharp. Looking at this seems, well, a bit behind. Also, for good measure, we could also look at the stats here. Well, at least according to this overview. That's probably one of the reasons why I don't tend to overinterpret stats all that much. For example, let's have a look at, where's Olegs Raj? Here. So, team goals conceded per 90 minutes for Olegs Raj is 1.25. Might be a little weird to you, but he made an appearance once from the bench. And well, within that time frame, we conceded the only goal that we conceded so far. So, statistically speaking, he was on the pitch for 1.25 goals. Yeah, so much about that. And we could, obviously, it's debatable if expected assists per 90 minutes or expected goals per 90 minutes, for example, is a good stat. We don't know. But, for example, in Baru's case, we notice that expected goals per 90 minutes is not that bad. We also know that he scored a ton of these recently. I think 4 in the last 5 matches. Yes, so 4 in 5. But his expected goal stat is not that high. For a winger, that is somewhat concerning. So, don't know. On the other hand, he did get into the goal scoring opportunities, so who am I to judge? Christopher, very different. And we see here expected assists per 90 minutes for him is 0.52. That's not too bad for a creative player, I guess. At least in comparison to the rest of the squad, he's the top number 1. Norman Ankun is not that far off, by the way. But, yeah. So, can we interpret this in a way? Well, maybe. We know that, for example, his technical capability is decent. And he also has anticipation. I think he plays on attack duty more often than not, actually. So it's not like there's any major weaknesses here. Maybe the goal scoring in general. But providing assists, he should be fine. So, from another perspective, I think this is a good contract for that amount of money, given the contribution to the squad so far, or to the performances of the squad. So I'm happy with that. maybe we can have a look at that repeatedly in the future, and maybe find some other stats that are available in Football Manager that help us a little bit with the interpretation. That said, as you can see, I'm very fond of stats per 90 minutes, because, well, the realized outcome doesn't help me much. Obviously, the expected outcome, the expected stat does not help me much either if the realized outcome never fits the picture, but we will see that soon enough. I just don't want to hype a player that might have scored 3 goals on accident somewhere, and then, well, that's not exactly a way to see consistency, I would argue. There's one other thing. Speaking of consistency, we signed a bunch of players that, well, he's a bad example, he is consistent apparently. But we signed a bunch of players that have issues with consistency. That is to be kept in the back of our head. Sure, the quality might have increased. And sure, start into the league was great. But now we need to make that, we need to make sure that this is a consistent thing. And I doubt that it will be, from a whole lot of different perspectives. So we gotta make sure that we cope with it if there's the first draw, or, you know, if we lose a match. It might be sooner rather than later. And I know I'm always the optimist. It's just me. But we gotta make sure that we are ready for that. Well, Narcilas de Christopher was player of on the pitch, and apparently he declined subsequently. Why? Why? Did he at least decline in attributes that we don't need to? Yes. So he will increase these again, most likely. Given that he trains a lot, and yeah, he'll be fine. Scored 5 against Bukit Tambun in the Piala, should be Piala FA, was it? I think so. I'm starting to learn the names. Like 4 seasons in. Okay, give me a summary. So as you can see, there's a 2-day gap. Not much to say. Not much to do. Most of them did have a rest. Some didn't. Should probably give a 1-day rest to Zakaria, come to think of it. Might be a bit late though. Well, too late now. Let's give him a day at least. The rest can remain here, I think. We did rotate a lot, so that might have helped quite early on in the last match too. So that's the best we could have done. Being that the match against Johor DT is coming up, and they are fairly good. Luckily, they also played, apparently. Where's the schedule here? They also played, and they went through against MOF, the league team. 3-1, okay. Well, what a pity. They will still have players that are perfectly fine against us. So, looking at the overall squad here, this is high quality. We might have problems here. A lot, actually. Looking at this, though, technically very gifted. On the mental side, very gifted. I think we faced him earlier. Still, 17 appearances, 11 goals scored. That's not bad. And he's young. They will keep him. How's the rest of the squad? Seems good. That's also very high quality. And he's too early in his career to decline, too late not to be dangerous, I would argue. That's a very good signing for the status quo. Well, for Johor DT at least. It will guarantee, well, sick signing. He's probably with them for a while. Never mind. Persistent Johor DT player. Yeah. 4.8k per week. That's more than our entire wage budget if we were to spend it. So, I think it's pretty much known who's the underdog and who isn't. Alright. We should look at the position phase, it says. Possession phase, okay. Well, if you say so. Was there a major weakness here? Goalkeepers tend to punch. Goalkeepers don't tend to rush out. Goalkeepers have a lack of reflexes. Wow. Well, if this is all there is to it, we will have a hard time. Cool. So... Hi, Hayden. Well, how am I? I'm decent, I guess. But he doesn't hear it. It's no use answering it. And I don't want to type for like 15 seconds at a time. That's probably annoying to deal with. Very happy to have a conversation with the rest of you, obviously. Or with Hayden if he manages to unmute his mic, his sound. But if he's with the family, you know, enjoy the family. Okay. So, opposition report, we should probably have a look at this. Yeah, record winning run, blah blah. Alright. Johor had more of the match. And they went all the way to extra time. Oh, this is fantastic! So the players might be exhausted after all. Maybe, just maybe, that gives us the edge that we need. Passing, few passes and inaccurate passes on from this guy. Oh. But why? 10 points of passing, 10 points of vision. What kind of tactic do they play? Wing play in a 4-3-3. That's, by the way, a very good... Well, I would argue it's a decent coach and manager for this level. This is unlikely. This might still be a statistical fragment or something. For appearances. Oh, I'll answer in chat. Well, I guess there's that. Okay, so this is also very consistent, I think. 4.06. Alright, against a non-league team. So, don't want to overinterpret this. Still, this is... at least it says that they can create chances if given the opportunity. So, I'd rather not give them the opportunity. Is away from home, by the way? No, we play at home. Okay, so we have that going for us. Assisting statistics are quite clearly well unusual. Few passes but high assister. This is a statistical fragment for sure, though. 2 assists. How did that happen? So, it might be through balls. He does have 7 points of passing, so it's not like this is bad. For sure. But I wouldn't expect him to be a high assister throughout the whole season. That doesn't make sense. He might be played on the wing, actually. Do we know the form? Of course we don't. Well. Had 4 appearances. It depends how where they play him. Come to think of that. Have a look at the tactics. Left back. Okay, so maybe he plays as an inverted wing back here or something. So then it makes more sense that he's a high assister. So he's dangerous. But that just means that this guy, or maybe not this guy, whoever plays left winger for them in the next match, it might be dangerous enough that Lambert usually gets ignored. So there's space for him. And last but not least, goal output is high scoring but a leaky defense. Oh, so that's in our favor. We tend to score a lot too, up until now. And we had a look at that. Alright. Oh, he has a nice Easter. Okay, good to know. So, what's next? Well, did you get some eggs? It is what it is. It's true. Looking at this, they found a bunch. To be fair, it's a ball and not an egg, but I guess that counts. I did have a look at Diego's training recently. He complained about a high volume of strength training and also Van Pekka improved. This is new. Well, not much. How's life been? Somebody's in a conversational mood. I mean, I could talk about job and so on and so forth, but doesn't really matter, does it? So Van Pekka did improve. What's the recommendation here? We should add him to the professional group. The professional group? He doesn't have a trade, so that makes sense. Would he improve from that? Maybe. Where's Van Pekka? Oh, there's a bunch of players here without a mentoring group. Light influence on the group, light influence from the group. Let's see. And what? At least that was my initial plan. Don't know if that'll persist, but that's the initial plan. Olegs Raj should go to the professional group. I doubt it. We want him in the strikers group. That makes sense. And Malik could be added to the level-headed group. I don't think I want the long-range passes on everyone, so I'd rather not do that. He will need to deal with his personality himself. He has other players in the squad that maybe should go into a mentoring group. I did think about it off stream a little bit, but having a hard time figuring it out. We do have balanced personalities here quite a lot. For example, Badrul Hisham would be probably a decent idea to be mentor for, I don't know, some sort of aggregate group. But then again, we need young players that actually need a change in personality. Then I have a hard time figuring out targets. Zakaria is definitely not one that we want changed. So Hamza maybe, but that's emergency goalkeeper. He's in the under-21s, doesn't count. Da Costa Lima might be an unacceptable target. Silva is in the under-21s. Ahmad is too. I don't know. None of this seems viable at first glance. Marzier is already a 24-year-old central defender that does play short, simple passes. Was not in maybe 25. So, I don't know. We could do a balanced group. But I honestly question the viability of that. These two will not influence each other, so it doesn't matter. They have an influence on the group though. Well, what else is there? Jonathan, maybe. Not sure if he needs a change in personality though. I mean, I guess we could do that. I'd rather have him in a professional group though, but that doesn't exist. Yeah, and I can't create it, by the way. Because most of these players will be gone at some point. Something like this, maybe. So now, he's media friendly though. He's media friendly. He's media friendly, so this is just about the same. and he's media friendly. So this is a balanced media friendly group. It doesn't really impact much. That said, maybe our players have better professionalism or resistance to pressure or whatever. That might be a thing. He's also fairly inconsistent. Maybe that helps in some way. I wouldn't put my hopes up yet, though. Well, wouldn't I get my hopes up? Fiddling with mentoring groups. That's what you came for, right? Norman Ankun isn't good enough for the playing time he wants. Let's compare this to Malik for a second. Yes, I think he is. At least in the more attacking and more creative department he is. I'm very happy that, well, the leadership doesn't matter much. He's not captain anymore. But I'm very happy that, or vice captain. I'm very happy that concentration did improve a little bit. That's hard to come by. As the player ages, he will get better and better in the sort of mentally dominated role that he has. Let's drop him a message. All right. Okay, so much about that. And if anyone else is interested in this or that about a club, obviously, as always, just ask. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, and to be fair, well, for somebody coming in like 10 episodes later, it might seem like a totally different club. For example, we now have kids with the choo-choo icon on it. So this is perfect. I very much love this. Okay, again, special thanks to Mies. So, nobody here seems entirely exhausted. Is this the team we want to play? No. Well, but these two are still on international duty, so we have issues here. Not sure if we can cope with that. Christopher is our standard starter for this. I think it makes sense to start him again. We could play Harsey, but I doubt it. Shin Soo-sum is our primary goalkeeper though. Mod Pasal didn't do anything wrong. It's just cup match is over, so doesn't need to be in goal anymore. Shin Soo-sum can come back. And he had this one match rest to make sure that we could follow the foreign player league rules. Not league rules, the cup rules. So I've explicitly written once he has sound on. Not that he has to have it now. Just want to type like a novel. Okay. So Shin Soo-sum trained well. We will probably praise the contact. Yeah, but I can't. So, no perfect morale on Shin Soo-sum. That's bad. Can't really do that. Fakrula might go back to the bench if Maharzir's back. Where's Maharzir? Yeah, he's back. He came back from injury. I think he had a tight groin or something. What was it? Pulled groin. Close enough. So it was worse. Still, I think Malik is the better defender in comparison to Fakrullah. Not Malik. Mahazir. Where's Mahazir? Here's Mahazir. What am I going on about? Fakrullah replaces Ahmad. Go. Malik stays on the bench. That should improve the quality overall. Hasnodin, I'd rather not play him actually, to be honest. And he's under heavy match load already. Not entirely sharp, but it's not like we have a choice. Well, we could play Jalil, but I doubt that this is not an option. In fact, I'd rather not have him on the bench either, but can't do anything about it. It is what it is. So, yep, Jonathan will be on international duty, same as Olegs Raj. The only question following through with this is, well, it's maybe Da Costa Lima versus Vandal Pekaguit. Given this, it's probably Vandal Peka time though. And Da Costa Lima didn't really do anything to show for. So, I don't know. Is he available for the under-19s or under-21s? He might not be registered there though. So I can't really do anything about it. There's that. Okay. Tactical meeting time it is. That went fairly fast. But then again, it's only a 2-day gap, so I'm great at math. Fantastic. Well, so opposition for next time. Let's have a look. They play a 4-3-3. We play a 4-2-3-1. So we're kind of mirroring midfield here. Dribbling's very high on this guy. Likes to beat the opponent repeatedly. Physicals can be a bit of a problem for him, but overall I think this is a very dangerous striker and I have no idea how to deal with him. Ramdani. Left-footed, plays on the left, good crossing, passing is worse, so that's definitely show him to the inside. That said, showing him to the inside, and if I recall correctly, usually results in still decent passes, so it is an issue. Composure's a bit low, first touch is an 8 only. I guess this is as bad as it gets for Johor DT. So we will trigger him and hope that it helps a little bit. That said, he has good decisions and flair and so on, good technical capability overall. I do not expect this to result in much tangible effect. Well, long term. Well, maybe it does for like 2 occasions in a match or something. But it doesn't necessarily say that it will create a turnover situation, which is really important to us. We're just trying to get something out of it. This guy has really bad off-the-ball movement. First time I see this, actually. He's outstanding from the perspective of the rest, but his off-the-ball movement is absurdly bad. The issue is, can we mark him tightly? So Moray, that's the right one, that has not in his job. And, well, it's I'm not sure if this is a saying in English, but in German we say like the fist to the eye. If somebody or something fits. And also, well, it's a very misfitty thing for us. So that's bad. Not sure how to deal with it. He is faster. What we can do is try to mark him out of the game, but not with a tight mark because he's stronger. So I think what we can do though is his positioning should be, it's an 8. He has 2 points of off-the-ball movement. So chances are he will be able to mark him out of the match actually, just not tightly. Where's the attacking midfielder on the right here? As long as he remains in that position, maybe we have a chance. Very dangerous though, no doubt about that. Right-footed, we could show him to the left. Try to help a little bit, won't matter much. Hendrik is a Malaysian actually, apparently. He runs with ball down the left, uses outside of foot, he's left-footed only, so definitely show him to the right. And otherwise he's technically gifted. First touch is not an issue, composure is though. Same with the bravery and the strength, but dribbling is high, so not really sure what to do about that. Off the ball movement's decent. we'll have a hard time marking him out of the match. Might as well try. But I can see it having the effect that we want. This one, on the other hand, has decent off-the-ball movement, but the passing's worse. Vision is great there. Both of these need to be gone. So I'd rather try to mark them out of the match, even though we might have issues with that. This one in particular also has low dribbling, low bravery, low strength. So in this case, that's a hard tackle for me. It's as low as it gets for Johor DT. We will not find much lower. At least I think so. Then we have Mud Ikmal Azmi. Very low dribbling. Bravery seems okay though. Strength is very low. Not a good finisher. Tackling's high. Passing's not that impressive. Off the ball movement is really bad. But I think the issue here is that we probably want the ball back from him. Then we have Declan Lambert. Did I forget a weak foot or something? Not really. Declan Lambert. We know that he's a high assister, due to usually probably being ignored. The thing is, I can see why he's ignored in comparison to the rest of the squad. So it looks like a statistical fragment to me that he ends up making 2 assists in 4 matches just because the others are well coped with in a way. So he gets some space. Not sure how to deal with it. We could try to close him down a little more. First touch is fairly good though, composure's bad. So we could try that. Tight marking, well, marking him out of the match will probably not work, and also it's too much. I have doubts about that. Showing him to the left maybe. That's the best I can think of. Not sure if we need to close him down all the time. And we know that he's a problem, but we're not sure how to cope with it. So if anyone's got an idea, please tell me, right? To be fair, Baru is on this side, so he might have issues defensively. Tackling's 9, positioning's 10, that's even in comparison to Baru. So they are at each other's throats from that perspective. He will have a hard time defending that. Just because it's more or less a 50-50 situation. So it won't be easy for him. Let's put it like that. Not really hard, but it won't be easy. His dribbling is very low. Well, passing's a 9. Not sure. He's a good central defender overall. Jumping and strength is a little bit off. I guess that speaks for floated crosses. He's an 11, so this doesn't. He's a 9 too. Again, we could try to go for floated crosses. I doubt that it's needed though. Both of these have very good passing. So that's dangerous. Well, how's my weekend been? In fact, we didn't lose a single match. I think we drew. I only have to save, yeah. That's how it is. I only have this save. So, not sure how to cope with the central defenders. We could try to close them down, but that would press really high up on the pitch, and I'm not sure if I want to do that. They have the capability to pass the ball around and, well, just, you know, keep it away from our attackers. Our attackers are not exactly known for high pressing. Or maybe they are, come to think of it. But I'm not that confident in it. This one... No, not in this installment. Exclusively. I don't know, why would I do another one? It's not like I have the time for it. I can't start another save. Oh, this goalkeeper's trash. Well, he's a youth player, so probably he's not trash, given that he's from Johor DT. But this looks very unconvincing. Yay! Shall we shoot more? We could try to shoot on side and hope that the goalkeeper is not good. He's a lightweight for sure. Tackle him hard. Team selection. Right. So, floated crosses are not really a thing. They are decent from the jumping perspective. We are a little bit above average, I think. But our heading is not exactly known for its strength. It's Elbug. It's not whatever. Jorge Cesar was the name. No, of our former striker in FM23. He was a beast in the air. This guy though, he isn't. He's more known for his work rate, I guess. So this might be an issue. Has not in. Hopefully it doesn't become one. Yeah, I think that should do. Okay. So let's talk to them. Mies, welcome back to the stream. You just made it after I did the opposition instructions. We will face Johor DT now. So I hope we can keep this train rolling. Do we have everything? I guess so. Go to the match. Stronghold. For a second I thought about Bayern Munich. That would have been fitting too. The king is dead. Long live the king! Are you the new king? Hopefully. I should play Stronghold again. So, oh, you just died. Well, in that case... My condolences. That's all I can think of right now. Oh, something's itching in my nose. Allergies, I guess. Went well. Okay. Well, I appreciate the jest though. You should do it that way. How did you die? Well, that's the wrong question. Somebody murdered you. I see. Well, you got it though. You'll get it done. Just try again. Nervous. Hasnodin is nervous. Juan Sérvin is motivated. Severa is apprehensive. We still have the lack of the international players, so this is against Johor DT and it's at home. I think I will try to ease the pressure. Doesn't work. Shit. That's really bad. So then, we will do it another way. We will encourage everybody in a cautious manner. It is at home after all. He's still nervous though. I'll tell him there's no pressure on you. He doesn't care. Well, maybe they are not. So you need more of them. Anyway, longer break, then we do the match. BRB. What? Bowmen are useless in close combat? Who could have known? Let's win this match. And afterwards we will continue to support Mies in his endeavor. Playing Stronghold after... I guess it's 2 decades now, isn't it? How long has it been? When did that game get released? It must be ages ago. 4 of the 4 league matches went our way. Goal difference is 9. So I expect us to win this one. Well, let's hope for it. Welcome back to the stream, Tech Rai. I'm not sure yet, but we are definitely top of the league right now, as it should be. So, given that we have new kits with the choo-choo train on it that Mies designed, we now want to adhere to the theme. So let's keep this train rolling. Nice one. Ooh, that was close. Well defended, not so much here. Good interception by Zakaria. Ankun on the ball. I do like him more now, given that there's a train on it, yes. But I'm still not a big fan of the color, specifically. But that's very easy to see, you know. I'm very colorful today, personally. It's grey in grey. Yesterday I wore white. That's about as colorful as I get. So it has nothing to do with whatever you designed, if that makes sense. I would probably pick a black kit if I could. That's an unlikely thing to happen in football, though. Oh, true, yes. Well, it certainly... I think it annoyed the shit out of me on the black ones. It's alright as it is. I like it. But I think it's especially annoying for me if there's a color that I like, which, well, black is, I guess, the absence of color. And then there's a colorful short on it. I just can't. I don't like it. So you changed it in both instances, so it's fine. I didn't really see the other one yet, though. So we'll wait for an away match. That or I didn't notice. But that's a good thing, usually. They have good technical capability. I did? Okay. So apparently I liked it, in that case. No. Well intercepted. Go, guys, you can do better. First chance for them. The cup, yes. The season opener. The one against Selangor. This is not going well, I might add. Yeah. I realize. The season open. Oh, the FA Cup. Okay. Well, but that was last match. Well, we have a hard time here. At home against Johor DT. A whole 753 people are here. That's a lot. For our level. Anyone wants to take a guess how this game ends? Because so far it doesn't look like we stand a chance. One thing I can think of immediately is this is bad. That's not exactly the right time to ask this question. Can we maybe ask that later? Remind me of it, please. You know I tend to forget, but please remind me of it. I really want to answer it. That could have been a penalty. Sure, every number. Do the second digit after the point or the comma. Whatever kind of writing numbers you prefer. I know them all by heart. This Endrick person needs to be marked out of the match, but it doesn't really happen. That's an issue with the central midfield. Well, yeah, it is central midfield, I guess. It's an issue with their central midfield in general that we have. They have really good off-the-ball movement. Christopher on the ball now. 3.14 and then something. 1.414. I don't know. Really. Oh, first chance. Did I ever do a save in a small Europe nation? Does Sweden count? Yeah, maybe. Wales. Red card for whom? What? See, that's what happens if I concentrate on chat. Nice! Oh no, side netting! Damn! So close! So, we had our chances. Claim it. Nice. Keep this thing going. I should probably do some of these emotes too. Kuhn. That's a good pass. In theory. I see. Well, congratulations on the sub, man. It's Easter after all, so I guess as a streamer you need to encourage people to gift subs now. Gift subs to each other. First time I ever did that. I'm a professional, as you see. Well, that never happened on this stream for sure. In fact, if any of you has have a Prime abo, first subscriber is available yet again. I tend to lose those. It's like somebody comes in and is like, oh, I can be #1 subscriber, that's great. And 1 month later they forget. Or they stop following the stream or something. So, if you want to have it for a month, feel free. I also have a good friend that came in and took it at one point. Just to forget it later. So, like, that happened repeatedly. Fair. I always think about copyright in these situations. I don't know if putting Patrick on some sort of emote here is an appropriate way to promote your own stream. But apparently Twitch doesn't mind. No, Baru gets the ball, and that's about it though. Patient, not that patient. Don't lose it. Decent. Good one. Baru. Going through the middle. Zakaria, Elbug. Up. By the way, going through the middle. No, we don't go through the middle. I was thinking for a second maybe it's still on from last match, but it isn't. Well, Bayern lost. So that's the best we had yesterday. Now Stuttgart only need to win today. Sadly, Bayer Leverkusen did decide that they did not want to lose after all. If you didn't see that match, as I didn't, apparently it was quite a thing. It's the post! Holy shit! You're a Bayern fan? Oh, welcome to the stream! You probably will have fun around here. It's just a historic thing though. I was born and raised in Stuttgart, so as a result everything in Bayern is an issue. I moved here though. Well, they do have the better chances. If not for Chin-Soo Sum, this wouldn't go well. What can we do about it though? Fair. Maybe the Stuttgart one is better today. It'll be so it's late in the evening for you? Do I interpret this correctly? Oh, I always have issues with time zones. Figuring out what time it is and what place. Well, Baru. Stuttgart play against Heidenheim though at home, so that's a must win. Suffice to say we lost the last one. Come on! Going down the wing a little bit more might be a thing. Juan is a good jumper. Not this time though. You know what? We'll focus on the sides. And I should probably... give me a second. I tend not to take this as serious as I should. So that's the left back. This one is in central defense, in front of the central defense. That's a defensive midfielder. He's a very good tackler, has good positioning. So going through the middle might be an issue. This one has good tackling too. Positioning is also not absurdly bad. Same here. So as a result, I think the middle of the pitch is very stable. Contrary to the 4-4-2 that we faced in the last match. The wide areas though... This Fernandez guy is fairly good. Defensively. Actually, overall. Lambert though... Well, his positioning is okay, but he seems to be a little bit exhausted. Well, you know the players, I don't. I don't know what that means. Sorry, man. This is all like this is all just not even faces. It's just numbers to me and random names. I have no idea who any of these are. I hope you will forgive me. But it is what it is. You two can probably have a group of new friends now. Given that one is a Dortmund follower and the other one apparently likes Bayern Munich. Okay. Okay, I see. Well, we have a youngster of Johor DT at our club, but he's a new gen. He came in on loan, we pay for it. A lot, actually. Oh, Baru. Also, the pass was a bit interesting. So, shall we focus on a specific wing here? No, 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 no. I was bound to happen at some point. Shit! I don't think we are close enough to them. And that's an issue defensively, isn't it? That's the biggest concern. We could switch to a 4-3-3, mirror them, bring Diego. I see. Probably not typical now. Nice ball. Nice. We do create. It's just the defensive side of the equation isn't good. That's not fair. It's not a goal for us. Yeah, well, that's more like it. Juan, back to Christopher. Nice one. Cuts inside. And it's offside. Do you have any suggestions on the tactical side? Claimed well. Not really. Does it say sacked? I think it says sacked. Lost and sacked. Well, they won't sack me for losing one match against Johor DT, that's for sure. Also, just to put it out there, Tech Right, do you realize that we won the league last season? We are qualified for Champions League. Selangor managed to fuck it up with 4 matches in hand. Not that. Is it a penalty? No, it is not. It's an important challenge, apparently. But we do create chances down the wing. Yep, well, we will lose 4 out of 4 groups. How many? No, there will be 6 matches in the group stage, right? So we will lose all of them. and not get any money, other than maybe the supporters in the stadium, and this giant deserted thing will probably still be deserted. But it's something. I'm not sure what to do here. Can anyone help me out? So, they have vastly better quality of players, and I can't really cope with that. But it's a bit lazy to blame it all on the quality, I guess. Well, what happened here? I think the majority of the stuff happened through midfield. That's a big issue. We are trying to get the turnovers in midfield usually. That's where we are stronger. The issue is it didn't happen because they are tactically very gifted. Olegs on international duty. Same as our left back. So, well, same as Johor DT's left back that we loaned. So that's why Ha's not in place. They are with the under 23, I think, right now. It's the last match they spent with the under 23. So this is why we are stuck with these guys. It's not like this is a bad squad overall, but, you know, not the best that we could put on the pitch usually. Yep, exactly. I don't know. It's Malaysia. Whatever. I just need to accept it. We could try to press more. In counterattacking though, they are very, very dangerous, most likely. This whole wing play situation needs to go away though, and we need to score somehow. So, you know what? Let's do it. Come here. Like this. Press more, get a little bit more physical force into it, maybe get stuck in. Get stuck in might be a bit much, they are technically very gifted, so I'd rather not. No time wasting, obviously. Attacking with a fairly wide makes sense. We go down the wings after all. Triggering the press is very awkward for them now. What does that relate to? That's not better. Not the issue. The high press, isn't it? It's the high press. Not fair. Then again, it is Easter. So, welcome back to the stream journals. Well, this is Bayern though. So, I guess. Okay, we don't know how to do this, tactically. So mid-block is all we can think of. That said, I think we played with a more aggressive approach recently and it still did work. I'll try it. In this system... Oh, we still do mid-block here. That's the issue. Okay. I like most sausages, actually. Don't let me finish that sentence. Don't let me finish that sentence. I just reconsidered. Let's just go back to the match, please. Anyway, where was I? So this will not do, right? Better. He's apprehensive. That's 6 months. He needs a telling off anyway. True. True. Is this a German? I think it's just some sort of folk song from back in the day. I have no idea. I'm too young for this. I know the quote, and I know the melody, and I do not know anything else. Maybe. Alles hat ein Ende, nur die Wurst hat zwei. Mein lieber Schatz, es ist vorbei. Something like that. Maybe that. Is anyone here? They seem to be very motivated already. Almost. Barely, though. Barely. Yep. In fact, I will fill my glass, drink, and we will have a 30-second break. BRB. This bottle? No, I won't throw it. I'll keep it. I want to drink this stuff. No, definitely not. Also, cheers. Thank you very much. This is wrong one. No. Here we go. Well placed, sure knowledge. So, fulfilled that stuff. That's completed. Let's go. Can we turn this thing around in the second half? Go, go, go! I want to see a different performance. And if we don't get it, then I jinxed it at the start of the stream, I think. That said, Johor DT is always hard. We did defeat Selangor twice, though, so I guess that counts. As, you know, a decent performance in the start of the season. Ah, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you very much. Yeah, without Oleg, that's really hard. It might be useful to bring on Diego and go back to a 4-3-3. Mirror them. But that lacks even more penetration in midfield, I guess. In you know, center areas. Then again, we are going down the wing right now. And it seems like that's the better choice after all. Well, Juan! Your heading skill certainly improved, at least for today. That's goal number, what? 3-4 in the season? We can still just turn this thing on its head, I guess. Nice one. Really nice one. By the way, I like the hair of their goalkeeper. It's a 17-year-old that they for some reason play right now. We could also try to shoot more often, obviously. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, though. And now we just try to keep him away from our own goal. And hopefully we will maybe even score a second one. Might also sub players at some point. Not sure whom though. We don't create anything. Would we be happy with a draw here? Nizam's entirely exhausted. He needs to go off. Okay, so it's Badrul Hisham time. That's also somebody that can maybe create a little bit more. He doesn't have tackles? Really? No. No way. I have no idea how to do this though. That's a big issue. So not sure how to deal with that. Well, Ankun's nervous. A sombrero? I do have something like that. It's not a sombrero though. You guys have 30 seconds? I will fetch it. I'll show you. So, here we are. Obviously this is important, right? This is important. So, given that Juan scored recently, we can maybe do it like this. Does this count? It's not a sombrero though. This is from La Réunion. And I guess it's part of France. I love it. Never used this thing for forever. So... Also, I was told it's a women's hat back then. But I still bought it. It cost like, I don't know, €3 back in the day. Still own it. There's so much dust on it. La Réunion. You might want to Google that if you don't know where it is. It's to the east of Madagascar. Anyway, football match. So where were we? Play Chalil again. I don't know. Well, look at him. He's exhausted already. I can see the appeal. But he's... Yes, exactly. Yeah, La Réunion is an island. A volcanic island to the east of Madagascar. Close to Mauritius. Not sure how it's pronounced in English. We want him to take fewer passing risks, actually. Also shoot less often, I think, and ease enough tackles, I don't know. It is part of EU. You can go there and pay in euros. So, yes. But it's still very different from core France. He's really bad today, but this guy's even worse. Theoretically. Let's give him... You're not, let's wait 10 minutes, okay? So at least he has the physical argument on his side. Taking Ankun off is new. So they just take the trip by plane. It's like France to La Réunion is like 14 hours in the plane, if I recall correctly, or 13 or something. It's not that much. And they do this trip without a stop, by the way. Nice one. Christopher finds Baru. Sadly, that's too close to the middle of the pitch this time. Marzir, possession pass. Baru. Abdul Malik is on the pitch now. Decent. Alright. Just retain possession a bit. That's okay. Nice one. Cross it? Or don't. Cross it. Juan! I could have used the head. Now we're creating. Apparently going down the wings is really important against a 4-3-3, even if it's Johor DT. Amamu. Yes, exactly. Or not. Down the left there's space. Decides to go down the right though. Mahazir, well, that'll be not a creative pass for sure. Not bad. Nice idea. Again. There seem to be issues. Shall we go even... Look at that. Lambert closes down Malik in this situation. So there's a ton of space here. We'll go even wider. Let's risk it. And I could also do positive, obviously. Just don't want to do it, because, well... There's no use in conceding now. Look at the possession stats, by the way. I'm not sure if I want to. Juan's on the ball. We instructed him to shoot less often. That's his interpretation. Pass into space would, well, we don't have the better mentals and neither do we have the better physicals. And they seem to have a fairly low defensive line. So it's really hard to pull that off, I think. Yeah. But we're already focusing on the wide areas. We could do the overlap here, but whoever comes on is not... Well, he's a good crosser. So I guess we could do the overlap out here. But... He's a 6 with the crossing, and I think he needs to come on at this point. That or we don't do it. In that case, who would come on? RC maybe? Well, we do focus on the wing. Christopher had issues, obviously. Being a player that cuts inside, I don't think that's that bad. So, we'll do it like this. Although Pekka is available, not really one that I want on the pitch right now. Defensive area doesn't really need to be strengthened. Yes. Well, he's not, yes, but yes, he's the only Mexican at the club, sure. That he is. And thank you very much for reminding me that this thing exists. I think we'll bring Jalil anyway. No crossing more often on him though. He's a bad crosser. Taking fewer risks, crossing less often. Well, actually, I guess I would want him to cross from somewhere, but his tackling's good. So I'd rather for him to get a yellow card than not to tackle. So hit him, please. And then we have one more substitute for the remainder of the match. Probably Diego, not sure. Harini is interesting, to say the least. He didn't play that much recently. He is the one to be wide though, out there, to look at it. Not bad, there's a ton of space here, but Hisham finally finds it. And loses the ball. That's it, 70% possession. Not bad. Ah, it's just a corner. We'll take the corner now. Juan from the right. Amamu! What a save. Wow. Well, we deserve to turn this thing around, don't we? Abdul Malik. Mazir. Nice short possession pass. He knows how to play a creative pass, maybe. On international duty, he's with the under-23. He can't be around. Same with the left back that nobody misses so far. What an interception by the central defender. The chances are there. That's for sure. Didn't even count as a chance because Elbug didn't touch the ball. That's very dangerous. Went well though. Badrul Hisham all on his own out on the right wing. Will there be a cross? Yes. And now they have the ball. That's not good. Press him. Yes. Perfect. Also perfect. Hit it. Oh. His name is Olegs Raj. But there is some sort of a thing under the L. I have no idea what it is called. So I'm not even sure if I pronounce it correctly. Most likely not. But I just don't know how to pronounce it. And, well, it's O-L with the thing under it. E-G-S and then last name R-A-J. We did defend this corner fairly well so far. Question is, will it persist? Amamu defends well. Harini, and away it goes. Free kick taken by Baru. Didn't find Mahars here. And now we face the counter-attack. Shit. Well, that's Zakaria. He's not fast. I can see with the headband. It was always bound to happen, wasn't it? Well, we did try to increase the risk. It didn't go well. We still have 12 minutes. Thank you very much for the confidence-inspiring words, Mies. Thank you very much. He looks anxious. I will not bring Silva right there. And neither will I bring Diego on this position. Who's left? We need Amamu for his passing, despite being exhausted. Can't really think of taking him off. Baru. Don't want to take off Baru and bring on Vandal Pika, that doesn't make sense. Juan is focused and well, he has a decent match so far. I think we'll bring on Diego. Zakaria is not, well, he's okay so far. Not sure if I should take off the captain though, but it is what it is. Alright. Get stuck in, high press, higher defensive line, more pressing. We do also step up more now. It doesn't matter if we concede another goal. That's not the issue. Still going the other way, swing, still going fairly wide. I don't want to be more expressive though. I think that would defeat the purpose. And Diego gets 11 minutes plus stoppage time. Could also, come to think of it, this. Very high tempo. I won't go to the direct passing. Two. I have a second first name. Please nobody try to figure it out. Probably not a good topic for a streamer. Come to think of that. Will we turn this thing around? Abdul Malik with a free kick. Maharzir is not there to head it into the net. We did have enough good chances. Oh, there's an ad will start. Go away. No ads. No, it's not a bad name. It's just you know, I'm fine with being Chris on the internet, and maybe no use for my soul, and that's about it. The rest of it should probably remain private. As much as it can, if that makes sense. Yes, it's Willibald. Yes. That it is. Sure. Let's go very attacking. So annoying. That can always happen, obviously, against Johor DT. But it still feels gutting. I once met a nice girl in a discotheque. Fun fact, that's true. And her name was Waltraud. That was just, I don't know. Her friends called her Traude. So to say this is a traditional name is probably a slight understatement. I don't know why you would name your child like this. Apparently had a major impact on her life too. That's not bad. Deflects of the defender. 3 minutes. Go, go, go! And we still try to work the ball into the box, by the way, because that's what we're good at. Amamu on the ball. This is offside, isn't it? Baru, Juan, another hit. Riesberg. That's not bad. Not bad. Ah, run! Cross it! No! Damn it! Well, why wouldn't you hit him in this situation? It still feels like we could have won that. Well, at least we could have gotten a draw here. So did I increase risks too much? This on me. We gambled, we lost. I guess that happens. That's too late, man. We're 14 seconds over the time now. Game's done. there won't be another break. See? But that's it. We lose? I think, well, in comparison to last season, I think last season we defeated them actually. So I want to have a look. There's so I'm trying to come up with the right reaction here. There's a bunch of nervousness in the squad. If we tell them that this was not good enough, it's probably too much. Baru is self-assured. Juan Sérvin is, well, he's anxious. So everybody expects a telling off in some way, but it will probably not be productive long-term for their morale. Performance wasn't superb though. Can't tell them that. I won't say good effort. Then again, I'm not necessarily annoyed by the amount of effort they put into the match. Well, I guess I will go with good effort. It was an idea. Okay. That went well. So we got that going for us. We still have 2 hours until the Stuttgart game starts. We might as well make it to the next one. Any individual comments? I think we took him off because the performance wasn't good enough. No, he didn't do very well though. That is true. For me? I think that's not a... I'm not sure if this is a fair question, to be honest. To me, these are two somewhat different strikers. So I would argue it depends on the situation and what's needed. Undaf is even more like the creative build-up play guy than Gerasi. Gerasi is more focused on being the wrecking ball, if that makes sense. But he also can obviously helps him build up play a lot. So I don't have a strong opinion on it. Sometimes I think Undaf is too much of a creative outlet, if that makes sense. Sometimes he tries to do things in a too complicated manner. But all of this is very much, you know, talk on a very high level. So either would work. It depends on what's needed. I hope that's a satisfying answer. Also, Twitch is pestering me about an ad, so I don't know. Take a walk for 30 seconds. BRB? That said, we will continue this for everyone that is subscribed, so nobody. Cheers. All right. Oh! Perak won again. Not bad. It seems like Selangor are in a season of good luck right now. They really like it. They lost to Perak. At home, I might add. Is Perak a big club, Tejrai? Honest question. In real life? I have no idea. And neither do I know where Ipoh is. So... Well, I like the away kit. That's... Mies might like it too. From the colors. Well, still second, we lost. So, that will not stand. We do have an extended break now, I think. This training regime might be a problem though. If I could put that here, we'll switch that. That should be better. Armed Forces is... They got a point. Well, that... They had a draw against Negeri Sembilan. I'm always missing the first part of the club name. Negeri Sembilan it is. So they got a point against Negeri Sembilan. That can't stand. But whatever. Not well. So it is what it is. The Kuala Lumpur clubs need to go down. That's a persistent theme. Hopefully Tetra is not from Kuala Lumpur. It's so early in the season, Mies. You really want me to look? Apparently, yes. Apparently, they have a good season so far. So yeah, that might happen. That said, there's some heavyweights down there. Heavyweights. We know Manyung, we know PDRM, we know Melaka. They all were in the Liga Super and are safe at some point. Even Penang, I think. Why though? Why? We started with a club that got disbanded. If I got you correctly. Part-time teacher and manager. You asked the question in the middle of the match. What was it? About average amount of people in the stadium, right? So let's put this into perspective. Where is this? That's in club information, probably. Give me a second to save this, just to be sure. The game tends to crash sometimes when I open up the board menus. So I'm a bit nervous about that. It's been a while since that happened, but still it might. Where was it? Club Vision supporters here. Should be in here. So home attendance was a whole 395 people. Away attendance was 340, but where is the average? Club history records attendance. Thanks. Club history records attendance. Average attendance. Well, I don't know why this says a record then. This doesn't make much sense. But apparently in 2026 it was 1,042 people. Now we're at 722. But this is heavily skewed due to the fact that we did not play against Kuching yet, and we did not play against Sabah yet. How do you know that? Was this on the supporters menu? Just a guess. I don't know. We will need to wait until we played against Kuching and Sabah, basically until the end of the season, to be honest, or at least until half. But once we play Kuching, we will probably see that there are 8k people in the stadium, so that will help a lot. And also, by the way, I don't know if this is all regular followers or if random people are stumbling in here. Welcome to the stream. In case you have questions, feel free to ask. That's what I'm here for. Also, I drink too much. Yes, 7k away friends of Kuching is still... They travel to the other side of the city, I guess. I'm not even sure how far it is. It might be, it might be this sort of Dortmund-Schalke situation, where it's like a few hundred meters, apparently. But who knows? It's probably also wrong for Dortmund and Schalke, but it's not that far, right? The whatever it's called these days, the Schalke Arena, formerly Veltins. My stadium name, obviously I know that by heart. The stadium name is Sarawak? Seriously? That might be a Football Manager thing. And the stadium name of Kuching, well, let me guess. Football Manager calls it Kuching. What facilities? Where is this? That's not on here. I can look this up, right? I'm confused right now. Somebody pulled me in the right direction. Like, I'm brain dead. Stadium there. Oh, yeah, there it is. Never mind. Negeri Sarawak. Okay, so somebody also teach me what the hell does Negeri mean, please? Because apparently it is part of the Sembilan club too. The name. So if somebody wants to explain, I would be open for you know, getting taught. Okay, he doesn't like the training sessions. He should be more technical attacking training, he thinks. Why do they always complain about training at the start of the season? You will like it. That's it. Not interested, way too expensive. Good defensive coach. We don't need a defensive... We might need a defensive coach, but he's temperamental. I'd rather not. Don't think so. And I don't think I want him either. Okay, cool. So, that's good to know. And thank you very much. Honestly, I always like to learn about this stuff. So to at least get some moderate grasp on what's going on. So if you have any fun facts or random facts, feel free to teach me. Given that apparently the whole of FM24 is spent in Malaysia now. So we also made a trip to Indonesia recently for friendlies. Because I realized, well, the province of Sarawak is very close to Indonesian border after all, and it might be less expensive to visit some of the Indonesian clubs than to make the trip to Sabah or something. So that went well. Didn't really help us much with the youth intake and so on, though. Also, by the way, do you have an idea? That's a Football Manager thing. But given that you're around, do you have an idea why? Where is it? Why the scouts in Indonesia, in every single club, seem to know about Indonesia, Malaysia, Netherlands, Brazil, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and Argentina. That's just like every single one. I didn't find a scout that has knowledge about Indonesia and nothing else. In Malaysia, though, nobody knows anything about other than Malaysia. So something's going on there, I just don't know why. It might have to do with the history of Indonesia. So, for example, the Netherlands thing I can understand to a degree, right? You know, with colonial stuff and so on. So maybe they are somewhat intertwined. The rest, though. Obviously, we want to sign Indonesian scouts now, but well, they don't come over to Malaysia for the amount of money that we have, which is none. All right, training. I think we'll keep the praises for the training for now. Then again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We have 9 days until we play against Harini, away from home. 9 days means we can praise the training twice, so I guess we do it now. I know, the interesting part. So, I don't know. Who hasn't been around lately? What kind of information do you want about a stream? Or about what's going on recently? Apparently we can praise one player. Alright, so much for that. Well, I won't praise those. Nas not in... That's not good. So either he has problems adapting. That might be a thing. He's 25 though. So he shouldn't be in decline just yet. He is gaining sharpness. So that might be an issue, but I'm not sure. These guys train well too. There's not many players in the under-21s, by the way. We can just go there. Individual here. Let's just praise him for a second. So the good part of about the under-21s is their personality overall is very professional. So they train hard. The bad part is the quality is really low. So I doubt that they will make many appearances. That said, in pure journal, let's support the youth manner of speaking, I think we can give them playing time here and there, if it comes to it. And if they are registered, obviously. How's the under-19? Came up. They seem to train well too. Same issue though, quality is really low. With the exception of Olegs Raj. I might bring him up in a second. But Olegs is in the senior squad already. And for now, he's on a trip with the under-23 on international duty. So this is part of a youth intake this season, if you didn't see it all yet. He's decent, I would argue. So we'll try to use him behind Elbug Chatsel and try to turn him into a good striker. For now, he trains. He's trying to become a... Well, I guess he is trying to get some versatility on the pitch here. But most likely we will just use him as a pressing forward for now. And try to turn him into a second Elbug. How far is it? You probably figured it out by now. Is it a bottle's throw or is it more? We could also, given that we have the time, we could also try to learn something about Harini. Wow. Wow. And the Kuching Stadium is also some sort of... What was it? They do play in a stadium with 26k capacity. To be fair, they probably fill at least a quarter of it. The Negeri Sarawak as well as the Sarawak Stadium, I guess it is called in Football Manager. Thanks, man. Well, in fact, put it on the Discord. You gotta be kidding me. Put it on the Discord server for everyone else. So we play in the big one, and they play in the small one. Yeah, please put it on the Discord, Mies. That's fantastic. Okay, well, neither of them is filled out, apparently. At least not in Football Manager. It might be different in real life. And thanks for putting it there. So if anyone wants to see it, now you can look at it on the Discord server. I suspect most of you are on it anyway. That or the Discord server is full of people that are trying to sell digital art to me. It might be 50% of them. So, who knows? Still unsuccessfully so far. I should probably give a shout out to Yup Jonathan. So this is a new gen, as far as I'm aware. Yes, correct. At least according to Football Manager. Because, again, going back to Kuching. They have the 26k stadium, and this is called Negeri Sarawak. So that makes sense, as you said, a state stadium, right? Negeri stands for state of. So that's the official state stadium. They seem to have built a new one for Sarawak United though, at some point, which is a 40k all-seater. It might not be a football stadium in the purest way of phrasing it, but looking at the picture, I mean, it's definitely the modern one, and the state stadium is the old one. So, not sure how to interpret this though. The Negeri Sarawak Stadium, well, seems to be filled out, well, or it seems to see some people at least. The Sarawak United FC stadium, the big new one, that's never filled. At least not according to Football Manager. It might be different in real life. Who knows? I see. Well, if it's not in use, well, Sarawak United, though, probably, they have a very difficult history anyway, right? So, not sure what's going on in real life there. Might be they don't play at all or something. And welcome back to the stream, Hayden. He might have a sound on now. Who knows? So, just slap some schedule in here, doesn't matter much. Same here. Well, that one scout I don't want. Yes, thank you very much, I realize. Does anyone around here know any tricks how to get scouts to work for really low wages? In particular, in a country like Malaysia. We recently got feedback from a player that said the living standards are too low. I'm not even joking. Somebody from Germany, a guy in the under 23 of Ingolstadt. He decided he does not want to move to Malaysia. That was his argument for not playing for us. It wasn't even about the money. The living standards are too low. Can't do that. I didn't even know this was implemented in FM. So, that should be easier. That said, they are 5th in the league, so they certainly have some skill somewhere. Passing is often inconsistent and disappointing. Okay. Not bad. They are not good shooting, they are not good crossing. That said, this guy knows how to cross. But that's one that we can show to the inside, I think. That might work. Him. Mutazmi Jamal Hisham. It's not a bad player either. That's about our level of quality. You know, it might be a bit off, but left-footed only, we might be able to exploit that. Tries to play way out of trouble. Issue is he can probably do it. He has good dribbling and composure. Technical skill overall is fine. Passing's decent. Off-the-ball movement's good. Maybe this. That's the best I can think of. Because bravery is low and strength is fairly low, so that might be an issue. Madisha. Looks like a decent player overall. Strike is always hard to defend against. The safe's going very well. Thank you very much for asking. So I think it's all good so far. That said, well, we lost the last match, so that's an issue. But in general, the save is going very, very well considering the circumstances of the club, and we are trying to improve that. So, seen from that perspective, I think I'm fairly happy with the results that we have in this save. Let's have a look at the central defenders too. Yeah. He can't jump, not if we point a gun to his head. 1m73 and no jumping whatsoever for some reason. And 1m72 here and 5 points of jumping. So floated crosses it is, I guess. 7, 6. I miss McManamy to a degree. Because McManamy had the jumping skill, Ankun doesn't have it. We could play Malik. He can jump. Shall we start Malik instead of Ankun? That comes at the detriment of some creativity, but at least he can go into the penalty area and jump. His heading skill is 1 though, so I'm not sure if I want to do that. We can also maybe extending the answer to Misa's last question. So we can also have a look at how much income we have right now. Where was it? That's in the league. Is it in history? Oh, team detailed. Should be somewhere here. So our salary per annum is still dead last. That said, we are close to being tied with Bukit Tambun. So that's better. Not bad. Transfer spending is way higher. I don't think there's sponsorship income in here, but it did not increase much if I recall correctly. Our reputation did though. That did go up a lot. Alright. Matt did play... Oh, he plays for the under 23s, and apparently they won. He had an assist, still a 6.6 rating there. Right. One match against Harini coming up. Okay. We'll look at the individuals later though. Is there anything in particular that's... Many more passes attempted than average. Have a look at their tactics again. Their manager likes tiki-taka stuff in a 4-2-3-1. That's basically our formation. Alright. And tiki-taka. They do have two wingers, so I expect them to have some sort of wing play going on. We might need to force play down the wings too, again. And I just got reminded of something. I want something to be done. So, in the attacking formation, we don't press high up on the pitch. And that's an issue if we need it. So I think what I'm gonna do, we have this formation too. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put this back to a 4-3-3. This might not make sense to you right now, but keep the playmaker in here, that's fine. I don't care. Keep Juan Sérvin on a central midfielder on attack duty, that's also fine. It's not so much about if this makes sense to me. It's more about being able to play a high press, and with high pressing intensity and so on. Yeah, might keep it like that. Attacking width is still fairly narrow. Do we have this on every one? Yes, we do. Okay, so we will also change this formation to, not the formation, the mentality, or the tactical approach here, to play with a fairly wide width. Why? Because I want the versatility, if it comes to it, in the next match. I want us to be able to change and to be used to the other approach. Now he hurt himself 1 to 6 days. He won't be on the bench next match. Or will he? Yeah, Jonathan and Olegs Raj will be back. Hopefully not that exhausted. But they'll be back, so we will put them on the bench already. They might be tired due to travel time or something though. It's also quite concerning, by the way, that Carlos da Costa Lima is not on international duty. Where did he come from? Somewhere in South America or something? They did not invite him to play international matches with Sao Tome et Principe. I don't know why. Maybe they don't play in an international competition. That might be the issue. Then again, they should play somewhere. At least friendlies or something. Okay. So, any questions about the stream and what's going on? Any suggestions? Anything? I can see the suggestion already. Please win the next match, Chris. Thanks. Thanks. I want to. Trust me. If we want to win the league again, we need to win the next match. As easy as that. Perak are doing really well this season. What is this? We don't know much about him. 1st of April, by the way. So, tomorrow. That's all league matches. No cup competition so far. Second round is drawn at some point. Okay. That's interesting. Silverrice's sense of sportsmanship has increased. He's more determined than ever. He has less control over his temper though. I guess that's alright. Sense of loyalty of Hamza has diminished. That's not good. And he's become a little more controversial. I don't like that either. Didn't pick up on the professionalism, sadly. Juan Sérvin claims player of the month in March. Obviously, I like that. That's not good with this chair. So, we should probably congratulate him. He's not in perfect morale yet. Put the arm around. Congratulations, Juan. Well done. Zakaria gets the league goal of the month. Well, first of all, is he in perfect morale? No, he isn't. We congratulate him, obviously. Congratulations. I need another head for this, though. Let's watch it. What kind of goal was this? Oh, it was... I know it. It was a long shot. Bam! Past everyone. 4th goal of the match. I think we scored 5, though. No, we didn't. It was another match. Still, very happy with the performance overall in the month. And in the team of the month, well, Norman Ankun made it. For some reason. 7.26 so far. Form says, sure. He had 2 assists in that match against Sembilin, so I guess that counts. Alright. I will have all of that dust in my room that is on that head. I will keep sneezing for the whole next stream. Maybe should have dusted it off. Well. So, against Harini we try to focus on the out of possession phase. Okay. So we need to become defensively more reliable. I guess that makes sense. What's with the other stuff? Attacking free kicks and defending corners. Sure. Why not? Anything else that needs to be changed? Most of them seem to be fairly sharp. Hasnodin will probably not start, come to think of it, so that'll resolve itself. We do play against a 4-2-3-1. Thank you very much for being around, and I wish you a very good, well, day or night, whatever it is at your place. Glad you've been around. Until next time, and in case you don't see this right now. Watching, here you go. Honestly, thanks for watching. Always happy to have you. Okay. So, let's see. Basically, the missing left back is important, I think. The question is, do we want to go all the way down the left wing? That would force them to be defensively reliable on the right side, which is where they commit forward, according to the tactics screen at least. So it might be a good idea to enforce this. This guy can cross a ball. Positioning's 9 though. Work rate is not that high. Concentration is a 7. We might try to exploit it out there. So I guess the question is, do we exploit it overlapping with our own wingback? Or do we exploit it with a winger? Depends a little bit on this guy, doesn't it? He's good defensively, and that's about it. Can't do anything else. Also not a good jumper. But then again, Christopher isn't either, right? That's a 4. I mean, we could also try to put him on support duty and let Jonathan overlap. That's very risky though. I think we'll start like this and see how it goes. Well, Nigeri Sembilan, would you please devastate Selangor once more? That would be really highly appreciated. Or just have a draw or something. We will face Harini though. Yeah, you talk about relegation, doesn't affect us. No issues. Match reports. So, Kairi Lamat played again, 6.2 rating, despite that they won against Macau, is that? Yeah, Macau. And Olegs Raj was part of a under-23 match against Guam. Didn't do much, 7.80 rating though. So he should be fairly sharp at this point. Apparently he isn't. He played 12 minutes, okay. Report on Diego, I'd rather not deal with that. They're all annoyed by the training, they will figure it out at some point. Matches tomorrow. So, this is an issue now, just because morale needs to be perfect. So we need to deal with it. Oh! Well, look at that. Sure, he played a lot recently. So, he's getting better. How's the comparison to Badrul Hisham these days? There's not much of a difference yet. That said, he might become better than Badrul Hisham is. Not sure. At least he's way cheaper, that's for sure. So putting the money on him is not a bad idea. Juan Sérvin did increase in acceleration and some stamina. I think he trains as a right winger right now, yes. So alright, overall not bad performances. I think we can be happy with this. Also for Van Lalpeka, by the way, not bad. Plain Thomas Baru, not bad either. Well, hi. Good to know, man. So how are you doing? What do you think of the stream so far? You probably don't have sound on, don't you? Alright. They all train fairly well. So that's the only way we can keep morale up, I guess, for now. Given that we lost. I may really want to play Malik there in the next match. Due to the jumping. Then again, he might come from the bench for one of the two defensive midfield positions. Well, thank you very much for the feedback, man. Well, I just ended up here, to be honest. Okay. One match coming up. So, let's have a look at this. There are issues on the morale side. And if we want to win the league again, we need to deal with this. Shinsusum did concede last match, 6.6 rating. He conceded 2 goals. I will criticize this. I will not sub the goalkeeper just yet, but that's not good enough. Conduct overall is decent, so we will go with that. That's fine. Next. Ahmad Nizam. I like the fact that he progresses. Came off after 60 minutes, didn't provide any goal scoring opportunities. I think that's the biggest concern here. So we can definitely criticize the lack of creativity. Overall conduct is decent. So we'll tell him. That's all I can think of right now, right? Recent form is a 7.18. That is close to being praiseworthy, but not close enough. Marzir came back from injury recently. I guess the training level counts. That's okay. It's alright. That doesn't work here. Link to the Discord is on... Where is it? By the way, somebody inform me, how do you set up a bot that reacts to this exclamation mark stuff? I don't know what this is. But link to the Discord should be somewhere on the YouTube page or on the Twitch page. So you just gotta look it up. Or somebody post it in the chat if you can. Please. Then Marzir. So in the match against Johor DT we conceded twice. I don't think that's a good defensive performance. I think I'm gonna criticize that. Overall, we did concede after all. It's his job to avoid it. He accepts. Okay. Form could be better, could be worse. Not gonna go there. Same with the conduct, by the way. Don't wanna go there. He's in decline for some reason. I hate that. Defensively, that's not good enough. He's confrontational. Alright. That's it. Only one yellow card. Maybe we can praise the conduct here. Form overall is questionable. 6.92. For a starter, that is okay. And that's the biggest concern. It's okay only. Yup, Jonathan. Trains really well, didn't play recently, not much to say here. He's also low knee, hard to keep that perfect. Form... I guess the form should be better for a starter. Can't really criticize it. Conduct? Yeah, maybe. Raise that, move on. Norman Ankun. 7.30 is fairly good, I think. Didn't create anything in the last match though, and that's his job. Oh, he's in perfect morale anyway. Same with Zakaria, no use talking to him. Baru. So that's good. Form. Had an assist. 7.1 rating is okay-ish. 2 out of 2 tackles, I think we praise that. That works. Form overall is outstanding on Baru. 7.92. So we can definitely praise that. There you go. Hopefully he can continue like this throughout the entire season. If he does, he's well worth the 200 euros. Juan is in very good form already, I think. Look at that. If that's not wow, I don't know. Yes, of course. Give me a second. Give me a second. a link to the Discord server. Nope, doesn't work that way. Can I just copy this? This? Does this work? That's what's on the YouTube channel. So hopefully that works. And if there's issues with it, we can maybe I'll send you a message later. But it should work. If it doesn't, well, then it's an issue. Okay. Well, what else? Narcilasto Christopher. There he is. Yeah, he was on the Discord already. So, here's Elbug. Elbug's training's fairly well, but his performance in the last match wasn't any good. I don't know. Maybe criticize him for the lack of chances created. It's new now. Come on. Not perfect yet. Can we do anything? I guess the conduct. Go. Christopher still is missing a notch too. Oh, I guess conduct, obviously. Form? 7.52, I guess that counts as decent form. Still not perfect, but way better than it was at the start. So that's all I can think of right now. Substitutes obviously might be an issue too. I'd rather not go into all of that though. Let's try to see if we can win a match. Alright. Line up. Any considerations on your side? Anyone that should play, shouldn't play, whatever. Form overall is fairly good on most of them. Da Costa Lima apparently had a good match at some point. When was that? What? It must have been in the under-21s or something. That's a friendly against Sarawak. Never mind. Okay. So at least he played well in the friendly. I think I'll stick to Vandal Pekka though. Okay, let's go. So there will also be a match between Bukit Tambun and Sabah, Johor DT and Armed Forces, so that will go well for Armed Forces, I'm sure. And Kuching and Pahang. Pahang are 11th, by the way, for some reason. Wow. I didn't expect that. For the next match. We do play fairly wide. We do go down the wings. Your position, it seems... Let's have a look, actually. Oh, tackling 6. He's better, though. So, at least in theory, this guy is the one with the bad tackling. This guy is the one that contributes forward. This person is good defensively, but that's about it. Right side? Well, our right attacking side. Seems viable defensively in comparison. So we specifically focus down the left. Because this is where they contribute, where they commit forward. They have a playmaker-ish guy that can't really tackle that good, that well. And he might also have issues with the positioning. Where is it? That's the wrong one, this one. Yeah, very low positioning. We also might be able to mark him out of the match. To be honest, he also doesn't have good passing. I don't know why this guy it says Baldwin a midfielder. Maybe he's just weak. So don't even need to mark him out of the match. It's like you can trigger the press on him, win the ball back from him. Maslan, on the other hand, needs to be marked out of the match, and his off-the-ball movement is really bad, though. They both are interesting from that perspective. Okay. Central defenders don't need to be marked, that's for sure. Did I set this to next match only? Yes, I did. We also want to float the crosses, I think, given the circumstances of the central defense. Low bravery, low strength, fairly fast, good dribbler. I'd rather not do anything in particular. Left-footed only, so let's show him to the right, that's to the inside. No problem, we forced turnovers there. Passing's a 7, off-the-ball movement's only an 8. First touch is 7 and composure's a 6. Press him, maybe it helps. First touch is an 8, composure's is most likely an 8. Not sure if we need to press him specifically. He's good on the ball. He's also good receiving the ball. If this guy gets onto the ball, it's really hard to defend against him. So I think, despite the fact that it will result in free kicks, we tackle him hard. That's the best I can think of here. Because he is dangerous providing goal-scoring opportunities. He's not that dangerous shooting. At least not as an attacking midfielder. Depends a little bit on the interpretation, but playmaker-ish type. Not sure though. Roslan. Dribbling's low, bravery's low, strength is low. Definitely a case for a hard tackle, I think. Right-footed, so we show him to the inside, yes. Passing's low. And how's the first touch and composure? First touch is decent, composure's a 6 only. I think I'll leave it as it is. Maslan. First touch is a 7, composure's a 7. No use doing much there. That said, well, the bravery is high enough, so I'd rather not tackle it hard. 7 points of passing. Not sure. This one's worse though. Why do we trigger the press on him though? No, that doesn't make sense. Tackle him hard, yes. Pressing him, not sure. It's not really needed. I'd rather press him. And both of them might be marked out of the match, by the way. I'm not sure if we want to go there though. We'll see. Roslan, 6 points of passing. Same crossing, not really that dangerous. Well, more dangerous than the defenders, so we show him to the weaker foot and that's it. And this one, he's way more dangerous. He does have big issues with being closed down though. And he might also have issues being tackled hard. Bravery is okay, but he's weak. He's just physically weak. These guys. One-on-ones is low. Strength is fairly low, but I'd rather not do anything in particular there. Okay, submit this. Did I float the crosses? Yes. We also do go fairly wide in this match. We do go down the left. This all seems reasonable to me. We might press even higher, not sure. This is an away match after all though. So let's go to the match. I'll just say go out and impress me, it doesn't work. Let's encourage everyone. That's better. Okay, I need to have a bathroom break and afterwards we'll watch the match. BRB. Okay, we're back. Let's go. So, one away match against Harini coming up. We certainly need an improvement in comparison to last time. That said, we do have a tactical concept this time. They are not as skilled as Johor. So hopefully we can make a difference today. The opposition manager certainly already has his grey hair. Come on. Unsporting behavior from the start. Well, let's encourage the team a little bit. That works. But first chance of the match goes to Harini. And apparently a corner too. Possession is a lot in there. Well, it's a lot for them now. I don't like that. So maybe we will need to press more after all. Well done. Twice. That's it though. Ooh, good Christopher. Nice. We do play down the left. Evades the tackle. Still going, Christopher. Oh no. Well, it was something. There's not that many chances created. We don't have enough of the ball. I don't think we need to change the mentality much. This. Maybe push up a little higher. They are somewhat used to it. Mid block can still persist, but give them a little bit of pressure. They seem to have issues. Yeah, you're welcome, man. No problem. Well, that's a turnover. Okay. We're still trying to go down the left. Might not be the best idea now. Pass down the right. Ahmad Nizam. Well, it's a clear opportunity to find Barudo. Same as this. Honestly. Well defended. So, if it works down the right too, I'll just take this off. Let's see. Maybe we're focusing too much down the left. 1, 2, 3, 4 acres of space over here. If only he had a good pass. Like Zakaria does. Finds Ankun. And now there's nobody in front of him. Baru drifts inside. Elbug. Juan. Christopher. Post. Well, now we had the better chance for sure. And that's well defended, I might add. No foul. Just ran past him. Took the ball. Well done. Also, their tiki-taka seems to be in decline. We now have more of the ball. A little more at least. Well done. Good first touch. Zakaria finds Juan again. Amamu. Back to Zakaria maybe? Yes. Ankun. Take the shot. Maybe I should have ran with it. But it was a goal scoring opportunity, so I'm happy with it. Ankun's free kick. Juan wins the heading duel. Christopher, Baru, another shot. Ooh, no! Didn't see that coming. And that's a wonderful opportunity for a foul. Well done. Didn't even result in the card. Elbug takes a free kick now. Lob towards Maharzir. We do have more chances, we do have the better chances, we do have some control of the match. It's alright now. The first 20 minutes though, they were... Mamamoo. Not a creative pass. Marazir towards Ankun, that's alright. Nice one. Ah, he didn't pick up on the opportunity to involve the wingback. Now he's involved. Zakaria, acres of space in midfield. Juan. I had it already. Juan Sérvin will take the corner instead now. Takes the corner. Nothing for Elbug now. That'll go outside. Come on, guys. Score the first one. You dominate the game fairly well now. You can do this. It would probably be about 60% possession if we had not had these first 20 minutes. Juan is a good jumper, and that's the goalkeeper. Wasn't a bad header. That's it. Any ideas? It's not bad. Not impressive either. I think this. Okay. That didn't help much. So, on some individuals, maybe we can tell them it hasn't been good enough. 6.7 and below usually is what I'm going for. 6.8 is a little bit high to be critical of. That said, you know what? We demand more these days. Works. 6.8 is alright too. 6.9 I won't touch. Don't think we need any substitutes. We still have some time. There wasn't much in the first half. Let's go. Okay. That delays play a lot, sadly. We could also increase the tempo, come to think of it. Ankun. In fact, that was really dangerous. The kind of pass he played there. Not a big fan of that. That's better. Sure, back to the central defender it is. So possession overall is still fairly even. There's a floated cross. Christopher's not one to fit. Oh. Was that by the defender actually? Not sure. I thought for a second he might press him. Didn't though. Was still trying the mid block. Well, that was certainly a little astray. He recovered it though. Alright. So now we have the ball. What are we to do with it? Ankun. They stand a little higher on the pitch now. This might be an opportunity. Baru, not bad. Juan. The stuff with the floated crossing works. The only issue is it's not enough. Elbug, Marazir. Yet another chance. It's all low grade though. Can we... He can cross the ball. We'll try to increase risk a little bit. I'll put him on support. Put him on attack duty. It's obviously dangerous, but it might work. Crossing more often, cross from byline, yeah, that's all fine. Passing? Says nothing about risk so far. Passing's 8, vision's 8. Flair is a 10. don't want to necessarily focus down the left wing on with the passing risks though. Christopher Mahazir again. Performance is okay. It's not impressive yet, but it's okay. Zacharias on a yellow now. I think we'll bring on Diego for him. Wanted to play him at some point anyway. There you go, Diego. You get match experience. Hopefully that works. Good combination, yet another floated cross. Interesting. Oh, that would have been a good idea. That long shot was well misplaced, sadly. But it was the right opportunity. We're in a minute 73. So either we increase risk or, I don't know. I'll bring on Vandal Pekka here. He needs personalized instructions. I should probably set these up at some point. Something like this. Olegs Raj is nervous, so I'd rather not. Malik is motivated. Ankun didn't do much today, so let him come on. Even off tackle, I'm not sure. Does he know how to tackle? Oh, it's a 7. I'll keep it as it is. And I think Badrul Hisham might make an appearance too. Maybe that helps. Overall, I still think the ease of tackles is bullshit. The cross more often makes sense, he knows how to cross. Central defenders don't really need to be exchanged, but Amamu has a bad game so far. Alright, 17 minutes. Can we get a goal? Preferably also without conceding one. Alright. Guy's dangerous. A long shot. Alright. So far, I think we are the better team in the match, that's for sure. The only issue is it doesn't translate to a result, and I don't know how to force it. We could go positive, but that might result in conceding on a counter or something. I'd rather not do that. This guy needs to be tackled hard, I think. Any other issues here? Passing's low, vision is okay, off the ball movement's bad. Not sure. And on him? Low dribbling, low bravery, low strength. It's a new attacking midfielder. Passing is really horrible. He tries killer balls often. Vision's great. First touch is bad, not sure. Yeah, first touch is good, so no use pressing him much. I'm not sure. That's a good pass. Baru. I would also take a penalty, by the way. Nice one. Diego on the ball. Please lose it. Yeah, don't lose it. I mean. Cross from deep by Jab Jonathan. And that'll be a corner. Let's try positive at least. Might not work, but we'll see. Then again, we do create chances. It's just not high quality stuff so far. Penalty! Amamu was pushed. Who's on the pitch? We'll take it. Of course. Why, Elbug? How? 5.9 rating now. Well, he had to have bad form at some point. But that's the worst penalty I've seen. Olegs Raj is nervous. Might bring him on anyway. I don't know what to say. I was hoping for a penalty at some point, we got one, and Elbug with his 12 points of penalty taking, and also decent finishing, was absolutely unable to hit the back of the net. In fact, he hit it straight towards the arms of the keeper. Just put it somewhere. Juan Sérvin gets a yellow card. Good tackle. Is there still an opportunity? Sure. Yup, Jonathan. It's yet another penalty. This time, Elbug will not take it. He won't be on the pitch anymore. Who takes the penalty? Rai. I brought on the 16-year-old striker that has wonderful finishing, but not exactly great penalty taking, if I recall correctly. He was nervous already prior to coming on. 10 points of composure, 16 points of finishing, penalty taking is a 7. Anyone wants to take a bet? Let's go. Hi. It's one of these days, apparently. Maybe Elbug should have stayed on. Diego, Juan. How do we get away with 1 point only from this match? We had 2 penalties. But I like him. The takers are pre-instructed. These are the best penalty takers overall. And I'm not sure who should take it otherwise, to be honest. Maybe Juan Sérvin. But I think he's third in line, if I recall correctly. And as you can see, he's not a natural finisher and blah blah blah, so... Well, 1 point out of 2 matches. I certainly was hoping for more today. I think we can be disappointed though. And in this case, there is no excuse for that. It just doesn't work that way. That's not good enough. Okay. So... Wow. I don't want to hate on anyone in particular though, it doesn't help. And they seem to have issues with the pressure again. They still think they need to, I don't know, they will get relegated or something. So as long as we're up here though, we're okay. What are your thoughts on today so far? The results certainly didn't go our way. I think the match against Johor DT, that probably goes down as a fair draw maybe. We did increase the risk a lot because we wanted to turn the match around. And it came back to bite us. Could have gone the other way too. The chances were there. And this one, I have no idea how we managed to lose this match. We could have increased risk a little more, but really, all the chances were there. 2 penalties. You can't do much more as a manager, can you? So, I don't know. Let Ankun take penalties. I'm not sure if he can do that though. Ankun's finishing is free, I think. Zakaria is suspended for next match. Great. Ankun's penalty taking is a 2, and his finishing is a 5. Composure is a 9, decision making is a 6. Well, in theory, penalty taking should probably help. For now, according to... Yeah. Yeah. And Olegs Raj was nervous already, so maybe that's on me. Elbug might also lack the confidence. For now. He didn't score much recently. That might have a negative impact. I did expect a lot, but not for Elbug Chatsel to decline in form this season. He was always a reliable goal scorer, but apparently, well, it might have to do with the fact that we play a different formation now. Well, I tend to hope that I can trust my takers, as they are pre-instructed. But it makes sense to change it on a match-by-match basis if it comes to it. Doesn't help now. It is what it is. So, fingers crossed for the Stuttgart match now. And I will maybe do another stream this evening. Most likely, actually. I think I'm in the mood. And obviously, we cannot let it rest now. Next match is against Kuching at home. So, that'll be... The stadium won't be filled. But there will be a ton of people in our stadium. So, hopefully that helps on the financial side. I will see you all in, I don't know, 3 hours maybe? Something like this. So, thank you very much for watching. And as always, have a good day. Until later. Bye.